I'm Libra. Welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-August love reading. Thanks to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge in the gap spread. And the way it works is we'll look at the past energies, present energies, and future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll actually pull some oracle cards as well, which is where the bridge in the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Cosmic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as the energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that away, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Princess of Arrows. So this is actually the equivalent of the Page of Swords. And I feel like this is saying in the past you were nervous around communicating to this person, around expressing your feelings. And especially it comes through in the artwork with this deck because we see those butterflies, and it makes you think of that old saying, butterflies in your stomach, right? So there could have been some nervousness on your part around expressing yourself to this person, but at the very least it looks like there was a desire to do so. And I feel like you guys at least made an attempt. Alright, past energy on their side, we have the Princess of Swords. So ironically, this is the exact same energy, just, expressed a different way in the decks. And they couldn't look more different in a way, right? Like her facial expression looks pretty harsh. Even that bird there, right, doesn't look like it would be the friendliest bird as far as if we think of birds representing communication. So that could have been why, right? Like maybe you picked up on this energy from that person. You might have been a bit intimidated by them, or maybe you just felt like they were a bit harsh and cutting with their communication. But yeah, so it looks like a definite contrast there. So there was some nervousness on your part in the past around opening up. This person, it seems like they wouldn't have been the type to open up in general. All right. Present energy on your side, we have oppression. So this is actually the equivalent of the tower in traditional tarot. And if we look at her facial expression there, it clearly doesn't look very happy, right? We see the stormy waters in the background. So I feel like this is saying that, you had a lot of emotion around the situation, but maybe struggle with being able to express that as well. For some of you, this could just be pointing to the intense energy of the Aquarius full moon that just passed. But yeah, that's what I see with that. All right, and present energy on their side, we have the Nine of Pentacles, Virgo energy, and the Four of Cups, Cancer energy. So interesting here because the Nine of Pentacles energy is definitely very independent, self-sufficient energy, and it looks like she's successful to a certain extent as well, right? But with the Four of Cups beneath that, I feel like this is saying that could be how they are on the surface, but beneath it all, I feel like they do feel disappointed that they don't have love in their lives either. Now, obviously, we could see that they could be at least somewhat of the blockage toward that energy coming their way, but that's what I feel like with that, that this is just, I wouldn't even say it's like a facade. Like, I feel like they genuinely do have that independent streak to them, but as far as opening up and expressing that they also desire someone on their side seems to be a totally, unwritten rule for them that they can never speak about that. So that's kind of what I'm picking up on with this person. All right, future energy on your side, we have the Ace of Cups. So it looks like you will have an openness toward the connection, possibly even a new connection, quite frankly, for some of you, given that the ace does represent that fresh energy. So it could go either way there, right? For some of you, like I said, maybe there's just some intense energy that took place during that full moon that you guys are feeling right now. But then maybe when the dust settles, you might find yourselves open to taking another shot toward the connection with this person. All right, future energy on their side, we have the Death card. So yeah, now what sticks out to me here immediately almost is that that bird at the end of their hand, and it almost makes me think of, if you look at the environment, obviously, right, I feel like if the bird represents communication there. Like I said, this just seems to be the type of person that would rather go to their grave than express that they have feelings for someone, So I feel like that's kind of what you're dealing with this person. Doesn't look like they're necessarily coming out of that energy either. But yeah, that's just really what I'm getting from this person, that for whatever reason, I feel like the feelings might be there, but for them to actually come through and express those feelings seems to be, in their eyes, it's like a death sentence, So I don't know how you get around that energy, quite frankly, but that's just what I'm seeing from this person. All right. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Two of Staves. So this is Aries energy here. So yeah, at the very least, this looks like this represents an openness on your part to move toward a connection, right? Because that's your opposite sign. The Two of Wands or Two of Staves in this deck represents actually taking action toward that as well. Now, like I said, I can really see that going both ways. For some of you, the dust will settle from the situation, and you might want to take another chance with this person. And then for others of you, especially given that he's looking away from the cards and decide, this could just be saying that you're going to cut your losses and look elsewhere. All right, bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Star. So this is Aquarius energy here too. So if nothing else, maybe the Aquarius full moon will actually shake them loose a little bit as well, and serve as a growth cycle for them. So maybe they'll see the ways perhaps, and that they could be getting in their own way when it comes to love, you know. Because like I said, I mean, I'm sure there could be something you've done as well that could have been a hindrance to it, but this person for sure just seems like they're completely blocked off. And like I said, whether they're aware of that or not seems to be a little iffy. I feel like it's not even deliberate on their part for the most part, but it's definitely there, you know, and obviously that's impacting you. So that's what I see with that. All right, so next we'll move on to, excuse me, the Oracle card, see what we get there. First, we'll see what we get from the Moonlight deck. I did pre-shuffle this deck before we started recording. What I'm going to be looking for is unspoken messages from you to them, and then from them to you. And initially I'll be looking for jumpers, but if I shuffle for a while without anything coming up, I will split the deck down and pull cards that way. So let's see what we get. All right, and this doesn't want to go back in the deck. And next we'll see what we get from them to you. All right, so yeah, not too surprising nothing's coming up there, right? Like I said, this person just seems so blocked off. So what we'll do is just give me a few seconds to tune in and we'll pull a card. All right, we'll take this one and get this out of the way. Okay, so on your side, we have no strings. It says, I want you close to me, but I'm not ready for a commitment. So, interesting energy there, because maybe for somebody that was some of the shyness, right? Where you might have felt this really strong pull toward this person and a desire for them, but at the same time, you might not have wanted a commitment either, right? And then that could be the irony there, because maybe they didn't want that as well, but they might have somehow, from the way that, heaven forbid, you expressed emotions, they thought that you were like in love with them and wanted to marry them tomorrow, and then that could have caused some crosswires there. So, yeah, let's see what it says on their side, though. Yeah, quite fitting that this card came up. I'm just telling you, this person's energy it's impressive. I don't know if I've ever seen energy that difficult, but let's see what the Wisdom of the Oracle adds to the mix. So yeah, same situation as far as I pre-shuffled this deck as well, but we're just going to be pulling one card here and then we'll wrap up. All right, and I just want to go back in the deck, so let's see what you got. Okay, we have a change in the wind. There we go. There's the artwork, and the number is 12. So let's see what this has to say. Okay, the relationship message says relationships go through periods where partners seem out of sync with each other, and stormy emotions and moods threaten to take down the ship. Perhaps someone has a change of heart and leaves. These rough seas offer opportunities for mutual growth, a way for you to understand your own heart better and to know what you need to truly be happy. Rest assured that whatever is happening now, good will come from it. Take temporary shelter and remove yourself from the drama. The air will clear and everything will be fresh and new again. This too shall pass. All right, well, yeah, I mean, to be fair, that at least sounds like it could be a temporary thing. This card and the message definitely seems to pick up on the energy I'm seeing. Like I said, for some of you, maybe with that star card, this could represent some growth for them, but yeah, I don't see them there right now. So if you have the patience, by all means, it looks like there could be some improvement, and we'll see. Maybe with next month's reading, the energy will look totally different. But if that resonated with you guys, kind of a rough reading, but if it did resonate, hopefully you got something out of that. And I'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.